Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Much love and respect to everybody tuned in right now. Thank you for being here once again. Appreciate everyone here. Much love to the chat. Everybody tuning in later on. All right, we're just waiting for a little bit more people to join us so they don't miss any of the presentation. Enjoy the music. Oh, wow. All right. Hey, thank you for being here. Let me know if you guys can hear me with the, letting me know with one. Make sure my audio is working. I know you can hear the music, so let me know if you can hear me. All right, we're about to get started. Man, I was looking for this book for a while. This book was very hard to get. But when I heard the description of the book, when I found it in the source, as a source, I mean, when I was doing my investigation and different things, I needed to read it. Once I read the back of it, all right, I needed to know what exactly was in this book. And hey, it was do or die really for me, because this will prove my research or debunk my research, you know. And I just want to show you guys, you know, that, you know, we're going on the right track. And you know, they left out a lot out of history. A lot. It's a total flip on what they told us. It's just, we're opening Pandora's box, really, man. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Whatever you want to call it, Mandela effect, whatever it is, I don't know. But the story that was told to us is a total lie. And I'm going to show you guys, you know, because a lot of these people I'm probably going to read out today, a lot of these people are probably your ancestors. I'm probably going to name out a lot of your ancestors today. You know, you might not even know they're your ancestors, you know. Probably never would have thought they were, because we're thinking in their whole paradigm, their mainstream teaching, that all Europeans are white, that everybody who's dark skin came from Africa, you know, and all these generalizations, you know, that everybody's an Indian. You know, we got to stop the generalizations. And, you know, I just want to show you, you know, this book is going to show you what these people look like. All right, it describes them, very detailed. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for this? All right, so before I begin, just wanna, if you're new to my channel, again, we've put in a lot of work, not just me. You know, I learned from a lot of people. We gather the info. You know, I like to present it in my way, make sure people get it, you know, down, packed, 100%, no doubts, you know, with sources, so you can verify, so you can have it, you know, you can do your thing with it and make your own conclusions with it. Again, we're not talking about conjectures here. We're not talking about I heard this and I heard that and I heard and things you can't prove, you know. So this is my channel again. I have a couple playlists here. We've gone over a lot of things, you know, from Indigenous American to African American. We know there was a lot of so-called black Indians here. All right. We know untold ancient American truth. We know a lot that they hid from us now. All right. We know about ancient America. All right. Make sure to catch. These are playlists. All right. Unknown history of America, the origin of the nations, white servitude in America, indentured servitude playlist. Make sure you guys have caught up to all these videos. If you haven't, a lot of good info. All right. Swarthy Europe and its aboriginal inhabitants, 3 videos of that. We're showing anthropology, primary sources of what the original people in general look like in Europe. So we already know there was so-called black Europeans, right? You guys know. You guys been following me and watching. If you're still just holding on to, oh, maybe it was a couple. No, Mail, man. What do you mean? What do you mean? They were all black, Mail? You know, I'm like, no, that's not what I mean. I don't generalize. But in general, it's starting to seem like they were. I know. Hey, I know a lot of people don't want to just hear this. A lot of people, I just want to know. I just want to be Indian. You know, I'm Indian. I don't care if I have 8 ancestors who were black Europeans, so-called black, and I got 1 Indian. I'm Indian. You know, because we the ancient ones, right? Or you know, now is everybody the same? Are we generalizing still, or are we still stuck in 1993? All right, and that whole Pan-African idea that you know, you know, one people came out of a specific people came out of a specific place, and that's all, well, you know. So, all right, again, just wanted to show my channel. If you're new, you know, make sure to catch all the other presentations we've done. We've gone over a lot of information. Who are the Huguenots? Who are the Huguenots? Sephardic Jews. All right, Abraham Lincoln, so-called Negro. What? Yeah, we proved it from his own words too. All right, from his own words. So there's a lot here to go over. If you're new, again, all this culminates to what we're going, where we're heading to. The more we investigate, the more we're getting closer to the truth and you know, disclosing information that's been hidden. You know, making correlations that we never thought we would be making. All right, I never imagined I would find a book like this, proving everything I've been researching. All right, so I know, let's get to it. All right, let me know if the music's too loud. I'll put it down. Put it right there. All right. So we got this book, Virginia's Colonial Soldiers, by Lloyd DeWitt Buckstruck. This is the cover right here. All right, just bear with me. Just want to be able to read the back of the book real quick. All right, second. Yeah, so I've had a crazy day today, guys. People are getting pretty desperate out here in Costa Rica with the COVID thing. A lot of jobs lost, and they're doing desperate things like stealing the breakers and the fuses from my electrical meter that's outside. So I woke up with no electricity today. I wanted to do this really early, and just all my plans got ruined. Um, a lot of expenses trying to get it fixed, and it was a crazy day. But here we are. All right, and I appreciate you guys being here. All right, we got the fuses replaced. No worries. All right, so I just want to read the back of this book real quick. What he says. This is what mainly, when I saw it listed as a source in a lot of good documents, I had to get this book, and then I read the back. And so it says here, American military history begins. 1 second, I think it's too loud. Begins with the establishment of the Virginia Colonial militia in the 17th century. This ill-trained militia was the colony's only defense against Indian attacks and invasions by hostile powers. The records they left behind, fragmentary and widely scattered, are prized by genealogists because they can be used to establish a place of origin or to prove that a particular person existed in a given locality at a specific time. The difficulty has always been to locate the records and to make them accessible. All right, so that's always been, I guess, the hardship, right? These records were not available to us. Honestly, they made it hard. So, with the publication of Virginia's Colonial Soldiers, this book right here, that problem is now behind us, guys. From research based on county court minutes and orders, bounty land applications and warrants, records of courts, martial, county militia rosters, Hening statutes at large, the Draper manuscript, and manuscripts in the Public Records Office in London, we now have an authoritative register of Virginia's colonial soldiers. A record so comprehensive, guys, so comprehensive that it may cause the genealogical history of Virginia to be rewritten. All right, we're rewriting history, and we've been doing that. We've been doing that since day one. Been doing that since day one. All right. Gonna continue here. Where were we? Nor it is merely a dry catalog of names and dates. The military found it necessary, for instance, to resort to size rolls to prevent multiple enlistments by the same soldier and to apprehend those who deserted. All right, so a lot of the times they wanted to get very specific just to make sure those two things didn't happen right there. The size rolls published here routinely give the soldier's place of nativity, his age, his residence, occupation, and physical appearance or description. All right, his physical description. You guys ready? Sometimes the enlisting officer recorded his impressions of the soldier. John Williams was described as being fond of liquor. John Wade as having a villainous appearance. John Atwood as being thin-nosed, pock-pitted, and in-toed. John Brigman as being spare-made with a wrinkled visage, and Thomas Deakins as being a likely handsome fellow. Nor was frontier warfare pleasant. John Potter was shot through his heel and had his jaw broken by a tomahawk in 1754. John Potter, man. And William Shaw was taken prisoner in 1756 and had his toes cut off one by one, and so on and on. Though, of course, not all the records are so interesting and informative. I'm going to show you an example of what he means. Little is known about the ordinary people of colonial Virginia, but though they left no diaries or journals, we have the rare privilege now, guys, of coming almost face to face with them in this book. All right, let's break some spells. All right. I'm live, so just bear with me. It's not the same when it's pre-recorded. All right, so this is the contents of this book, supposedly. You can take a look here. All right, so list all these records right here, all these information. All right. While I'm doing this, okay, so it's a book. Okay, so first of all, I had to buy the book. It's not online anywhere. All right. I had to buy the book. Had to wait for it to come from the States. You know, God, it took so forever to get here. It was hard to find. There was no previews for it anywhere, just the back of the book. Of course, they're going to do that because they don't want you to see what's inside. They know probably most of you will never buy this or even hear about this because if you're not investigating this, you probably will never come across this book. You wouldn't even know it exists. All right. So I had to basically, I was going to read the book from my hand and film it with my phone and earlier, and that wasn't working out at all. So I'm like, all right, now I got to take pictures and screen share like I'm doing now. And that's what I had to do. And we got at least a good amount today, you know, of information. So, you know, this is what I was doing this whole time. I told you guys I was about to go live. You know, I thought it was going to be easy. It took me a long time. And the internet was acting up. I don't know if they're trying to stop me. You know how it is, man. But we're almost there. All right. They can't stop this. All right. So again, this is the contents. All right. Let me just go ahead and read this real quick. The absence of register of colonial soldiers of Virginia has been very conspicuous to me in my capacity as a genealogical reference librarian and as a past state register of the Society of Colonial Wars. All right. So he got his background, right? Virginia was the beginning of the British Empire and grew to be the most populous of the British colonies in the New World. Those Virginians, however, who served their monarch in the defense and expansion of the empire are difficult to document. All right. Both William Crozier in his Virginia Colonial Militia, 1905, and Hamilton J. Eckenrode in his list of colonial soldiers of Virginia, 1917, sought to identify and make available the names of those men who served from Virginia. Sundry other lists subsequently appeared elsewhere in county histories and periodicals. More importantly, there were thousands of manuscript pages in depositories in this country and England, yet to be examined. Yet to be examined. Why not? Did they purposely not do this in order to ferret out the additional names of men in the service of their king? Accordingly, what began as a quest to discover the military service of my own forebears in the colony became transformed into a compilation of all those whom I could identify. I am pleased to share the results. And you know what? I'm very appreciative for this person doing this. You know, I'm really glad he did this. Eventually, it was going to come to our hands, guys. And here it is. All right. We just have to go on the right track. We just have to dodge all the hijack. We have to get rid of our generalization. We have to stop trying to be something just because you want to be. You know, you got to do your history. You got to do your genealogy. You got to know thyself. Everybody has a different history. Color doesn't make you the same people. All right. And I'm very thankful to this author for putting this together. And the only reason he came across this info was because why? He was doing his own family's genealogy. If not, he would have never known. He would have believed whatever he believed rest of his life, and this book wouldn't be here right now. All right. So many individuals were necessary involved in the preparation of this work. I wish to acknowledge the generous cooperation of the staff of the following institutions: the Virginia State Library, the Library of Congress, okay, the Public Records Office, the Fondren Library of Southern Methodist University, the Huntington Library, the Virginia Historical Society, and the Family History Library of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, right? The Mormons. Who owns FamilySearch.org, Ancestry.com, most of these and genealogical? Who has the genealogical database in Utah? Yes, the Latter-day Saints of Jesus Christ Church. All right, Mormons, they know who you are. They've had this information this whole time. Shame on them for not putting this out here the right way and saying something to those making textbooks filled with lies. All right. Yes, this is a conspiracy. I am especially grateful for the expertise shared by Robert Young Clay, Conley Edwards, and Daphne Gentry of the Archives Division of the Virginia State. All right. So again, there's sources in here, and this is stuff you can verify historically. None of this is being made up. This is not coming from one book. We're not just going off of one book here. Again, he showed you all the sources. He showed you your background, why he did it. We're about to get into this. We already know the history. You guys been following me for a while. We're going to prove it right now. All right. So let's read right here. This is just an example of some of the records here. This is a plain one. Doesn't show the description, but I just wanted to show you the book's also filled with this type of records. It describes them a little, but not in fully. For example, this is just an example. Says these are names of soldiers appearing in the court minutes and orders of individual counties in Virginia. Most of the references are to officers in the county militia who, in order to receive their commissions, had to take the requisite oath of office to the crown. The date is the term of the court in which the individual is mentioned. In a few counties, the rank of the militia officer is not given, so the designation MC from military commission has been used. So this would be an example in Virginia, Accomack County in Virginia, and it gives you an example here in 1677, Robert Hill, 11 days service in Bacon's Rebellion. Joseph Newton, 11 days service under Colonial, all right, and so on and so on. Again, this is just one of the simple senses or roles, right? And I just wanted to show you that the book is also filled with this type. Any of these people could be your ancestors. Don't think these are all white people. Why do I say that? I'm going to show you right now. All right. So again, just another example. I just wanted to show you guys that this book has all these records like this as well, not just ones with descriptions, but it goes by county, all right, and years, all right. Now we're going to get to some of the fun. Oh, okay, this is another example, all right. King George War, 1739, 1748. And shout out, I noticed, I don't know if that was this week or last week, Phoenix Moon, she shared a screenshot of a description of some of the soldiers that were under King George or in the King George War, and there was all kinds of complexions there, right? If you guys follow her, you would have saw that. All right, so I'm watching, I'm learning from everybody. If it's good info, I don't care who the person is. I like the info. I'm going with truth. All right. The following are the muster rolls of the company of foot of Captain Beverly Robinson, raised in the colony of Virginia in 1746 for an expedition against Canada. The company was part of a larger force under the command of George Clinton. Captain General and Commander-in-Chief of the province of New York, Lieutenant Joseph Harmer, was left sick at New York, and Ensign John Sloss was not returned. The original records are in the Public Records Office in London. All right. Again, so another example I wanted to show is this is another sample. These returns included the names of the officers, the date of their commission, their rank, and the names of the privates with their date of enlistment. So that's what's described in here. All right. So just for example, Beverly Robinson, Captain for 14. Let me see. That's their rank. Okay. June, Joseph Harmer. Okay. So that's, here you go. Another example. Again, some of these might be your ancestors here. All right. Let's move on. All right. So again, we got another one they got in here. Again, these are examples. I'm not going page by page. I'm skipping a lot of pages. So French and Indian War, 1754, 1763. So it got the people that fought in this war. It's describing what happened here with this war. All right, a lot of you already know this. Just read this paragraph right here. It says in 1760, the Cherokees began their own war against Virginia, and peace did not materialize until 1762. Along with Spain, Britain, and France agreed to terms of peace and signed the Treaty of Paris on the 10th of February, 1763. So Cherokees eventually signed a peace treaty too. The Indians, however, continued to lay waste to the Virginia frontier. Since the Virginia regiment had been disbanded, the government summoned the militia in Hampshire and surrounding counties, and it goes on and it goes on. All right, again, here's the soldiers, the return of Captain John's West recruits. Then we got the return of Captain Hogg's company and a list, and so on. It goes on like this for a while. All right. Second. Okay, French and Indian War. Okay. What is this? 1 second. Okay, it's backwards. All right. Whoops. So, what do we have here? This is what I came to show you. This is what I want to show you guys that's in this book. All right, you guys ready? We're about to start. All right. So down here in the last paragraph, it says muster roll of troops of light horse commanded by Captain Robert Stewart, 11 May 1756 at Maidstone. All right. Enlisting officers, Captain Robert Stewart, Sergeant William Hughes, and Colonel George Gordon. Roll gave name, the entry date, the age, the size, the trade, the complexion, and the county. All right. What do we have? So again, the complexion, right? Complexion. William Hughes, Sergeant 4, 1754, 26, 57. He's dark. He's dark. He's where? He's from England. He's dark. He's from England. William Broto, Corp, 12 March, 1754, 23, 58. Taylor. He's ruddy. From Virginia. John Wistenbrook, Corporal. He's 5'8", 27. He's brown. From England. He's brown complexion. George Speak. I've said he's a gentleman. He's brown. He's from Virginia. Robert Tusnell. He's a blacksmith. He's ruddy. He's from Yorkshire. That's England. James Buchanan. All right. Shoemaker. He's dark. And he's from Scotland. Dark complexion. All right. Dark complexion. Scotland. Robert Cornelius. 5'8", planter. Dark. Virginia. All right. Robert Cornelius is dark. So is this a so-called Negro in Virginia? Is he from Virginia? Wait. I thought everybody during this time was a slave that was dark-skinned. But he's a planter. Doesn't say nothing about him being a slave. George Clancy, planter, ruddy, Maryland. Thomas Rose, he's a copper worker. He's dark complexion, and he's from Maryland. All right. Continue. We got John Eleanor. He's brown. He's from Germany. All right. Brown, Germany. John Craig. He's a weaver. Brown. He's from Ireland. All right. John Hoff. Blacksmith. He's swarthy from Maryland. We already know what swarthy means, right, guys? That means so-called black, dark skin of a dark complexion. Swarthy. Swart. John Burns. He's a collier. He's ruddy. He's from Ireland. All right. All right. So far, you guys liking this? All right. It's about to get better. You'll see. All right. And then we got, so you guys can see, I can name, I can keep going. James Govan, brown. He's from England. Daniel Kelly. He's dark complexion. He's from Pennsylvania. George Wilson, dark. Pennsylvania. William Lynn, dark. Ireland. And you guys are probably saying, but they probably don't mean that, Cootie Mail. Well, we'll see when they start naming out the fair and pale skin ones. All right. So if you want to say this does not mean dark or black, then that's all your conjecture. You got to prove that. You got to prove that. Because you know why? Because I've been doing a lot of genealogies recently. I do about 3 to 4 a week. And a lot of people are ending up in these same places in Virginia. And they have records of their ancestors being in the Revolutionary War and all that. Of course, they're not labeling the complexion during these census these times because they didn't do that. They did it on these rolls right here that we're looking at now. So if you do get to an ancestor and you want to make sure he might be in here, he might be listed, what complexion he is. But again, this is just more proof to the genealogy I've been doing recently with people, all right, with everyone. So again, dark from Ireland. Right? William Lynn, he's dark. Patrick Murphy, dark from Pennsylvania. Samuel Hill, dark from Ireland. George Saucer, dark from Holland. He's from Holland, right? Dutch, Black Dutch. You guys ever heard of the term Black Dutch? David Glendine, soldier. He's brown. He's from Scotland. John Smurfer, Miller, brown, Germany. George Shriver, shoemaker. He's dark. He's from Germany. He's from Germany. John Larbuck, 28, Jan, 1756, Taylor, brown, he's brown, and he's from Germany. Finley McKay, brown, Scotland. Samuel Baxter, he's brown complexion, England. John Kelton, brown from Ireland. John Brown, he's brown from England. Thomas Shepard, he's brown from England. And William Marshall, he's brown from England. All right. I didn't even see any light-skinned person at all in that. All right. I know you guys are probably doubtful right now still. All right, muster roll of Captain David Bell's company at Maidstone, 12 May 1756. Enlisting officers: Lieutenant Campbell, Captain Bell, and Dean Rowe, including name, date, entertained, age, size, trade, complexion, and country. So we start with David Collins. He's a sailor. He's fair skinned. He's from Ireland. All right, he's fair skinned. Timothy Sullivan. He's a wagoner. He's brown. He's from Ireland. William Smith. He's brown skinned, England. Robert Bassett. Brown complexion, England. Edward Austin, he's fair, he's from England. James Thompson, he's brown, he's from England. Peter Mullen, he's brown, Ireland. For all you guys that like crayon colors, this is probably fun for you guys because we're talking about brown, black, bright, fair. You know, we're talking about crayon complexions here. But I want you to guys see what's listed here and what's been hidden. William Colbert, planner, he's brown skinned, from Scotland. John Penmore, he's fair skinned, from England. James Thomas, he's brown skinned, from Virginia. Edward Childs, he's a farmer, he's fair skinned, from England. John Hooper, he's a weaver, he's brown skinned, from England. Samuel Cummins, bricklayer, fair skinned, Virginia. Daniel Stanley, shoemaker, dark skinned, from Ireland. Dark skinned, from Ireland. Philip Cofield, he's a farmer, he's fair skinned, he's Dutch, he's fair skinned. Henry Francis Sherwood, he's a plaster, he's brown complexion, he's from England. Richard Key, he's brown complexion, he's from England. James Hooper, he's also brown complexion, from England. All right, list of men out of the borough of Norfolk enlisted 18 May 1756. All right, and what does this give? They were the officers enlisted in Major Joshua Smith. List gave name, age, nativity, complexion, occupation, and height. William Dickerson, Virginia, he's fair-skinned. Henry Austin, Virginia, he's brown-skinned. John Austin, he's fair-skinned. James Hill, New England, brown complexion. James Scott, he's Scottish, brown complexion. John McCoy, he's Irish, brown complexion. Lawrence Rigby, New York, he's fair complexion. All right. Oh, all right, where were we? Sorry about that. Where were we? Okay. Yeah, this is acting up, guys. Sorry. All right, so we got an English guy here. He's brown, joiner. List of men out of Norfolk County listed 17 May 1756. All right, we got Andrew Johnson. He's 28. He's Irish. He's brown complexion. Joseph Joins. He's fair complexion. Peter Banner. He's English. He's fair complexion. Joseph Sayer, alias Garrett. He's from North Carolina. He's fair complexion. John Carroll, Irish. The Carrolls. Irish, brown complexion. Waterman. John MacDonald, he's Irish, he's brown complexion. The MacDonalds, brown complexion. Godfrey Hunt, he's fair complexion. Willis Parsons, he's brown complexion. John Williams, he's a Welsh, he's fair complexion. It says here, Droghett, sorry. All right, so Droghett, militia of Charles City County. These men were delivered to Henry Gaines by John Anderson Smith, William Thompson, John Craddock, John. Okay, and it goes on and on. Let's see. Okay, so this. Okay. I don't know why this is doing this, guys. Bear with me. Okay, we got a list of men of Westmoreland County enlisted 25 May 1756. Enlisted by Major Martin. List gave the name, the age, the nativity, the complexion, the occupation, and the height. So we got Thomas Tungate, Virginia, he's brown complexion. Joseph Edson, he's from Virginia, he's brown complexion. Nicholas Kissenberry, he's from Virginia, he's brown complexion. Humphrey Kissenberry, he's also from Virginia, brown complexion. John Wilkerson, Virginia, brown complexion. Richard Harmon, Virginia, brown complexion. George Wilkerson, Virginia, brown complexion. Richard House, from England, fair complexion. Hopkins Burley, from Virginia, dark complexion. Buddy Rowe, he's from Virginia, he's dark complexion as well. Edward Grainer, 24, he's English, he's fair complexion. John Worrell, he's from Virginia, dark complexion. John Selby, he's English, dark complexion, English. John May, Irish, dark, he's a planter. All right. So on, so on. All right. We got some more right here. What do we got? Okay. Down here it says role of Captain David Bell's company. The role gave the enlistment date, place, age, size, trade, country, and description. So it begins with Thomas. It's Thomas Ferguson. He's from Williamsburg. He's a soldier. He's Scottish. And he's brown with dark brown hair. He's brown with dark brown hair and pitted with smallpox. Smallpox. Who got smallpox? We got John Peter. He's a weary. He's English. He's dark with black hair. All right. Robert Bassett. He's English. He's dark with swarthy black hair. Francis Ryan. He's a butcher. He's Irish. He's dark and swarthy with black hair. He's dark and swarthy. I mean, how else are you gonna? What are you gonna conclude with this, guys? Tell me. Be straight up with me. All right, because Francis Ryan, he's Irish, and he's dark and swarthy, with black hair. So where's the red hair? Where's the blue eyes? Where's the fair skin? The red hair? Where's all that? All right, he's Irish. Also, you thought all Irish looked like that, huh? Charles Scott, Carpenter, Virginia. He's dark and swarthy with black hair and slim made. David Hartwell, Carpenter, Virginia, dark and swarthy. Dark and swarthy. Jacob Morris, he's from Virginia, dark and swarthy. Edward Land. Now remember, these are all people of dark complexion, so-called Negro people, right? So-called black people, right? Now, are any of these people that are from the States being labeled slaves? Right? They're planters, carpenters, shoemakers, whatever, you know. They're not slaves. So these are free people of color, right? These will be considered free people of color. Okay? All right, I hope you guys enjoying this. Jacob Morris. He's from Virginia, dark and swarthy. He's slim. Edward Land, Virginia, dark with dark brown hair. Aaron Sweeney. He's from Virginia, dark with dark brown hair. Joseph Howard. He's a soldier, English, dark and swarthy. Flat nose. A flat nose, dark and swarthy. William Holland. He's from Virginia. He's dark and swarthy. John DeNoce. Gardener, Irish. He's fair with light colored hair. All right. Very descriptive, right? John DeNoce is actually fair. Daniel McFain. He's a planner. He's Scottish. He's fair too with light colored hair. All right. We got so-called white people here, maybe. All right. Whitnell Warner, schoolmaster, Irish. He's fair with light colored hair. Robert Jeets. He's English. He's fair with light colored hair. All right. And so on. So, you know, it's not just dark complexion here. All right. Robert Jeets. He's English, fair with light hair. William Smith. He's English, fair. Edward Childs. English, fair. James Thomas. He's from Virginia. He's darkish. He's darkish with dark brown hair. Philip Caulfield. He's a Dutch. He's fair-skinned. Bernard Ward. He's a Dutch, but he's dark and swarthy with black hair. So they're not talking about the hair, guys, because he is. Again, let's do this. We got a black Dutch here, right? So-called black Dutch. You guys watched my Sephardic videos? Did you guys watch my Sephardic pirate, Huguenot, the Dutch? Who were the Dutch? Who were really the Dutch? Where were the Sephardics going when they got kicked out? Where was their New Jerusalem? You guys, let's not forget this. Holland, Dutch, Amsterdam was the New Jerusalem. There was so many Moorish Sephardic people of color there, and Holland. All right, we got example right here. Bernard Ward. All right, he's Dutch, dark and swarthy with black hair. John Dowdy, planner, Virginia, dark and swarthy with black hair. George Eagleburg, planner, Virginia, fair with light hair. Okay. Edward Harper, English, fair with light hair. James Thompson, English, fair with dark colored hair. Peter Mullen, he's a sailor. He's Irish. He's fair with ruddy colored hair. Inclined to red. Here we go. And Irish with red hair almost. Here we go. John Collins, English, but he's dark with dark brown hair. William Smith, he's a sailor. He's English, dark with dark brown hair. John Williams, English, swarthy with dark brown hair. He's English, but he's swarthy. So swarthy. Can I get a so swarthy? Where's Kiowa at? You sleeping, Kiowa? All right. James Clark. Well, John Williams, English, swarthy with dark hair. James Clark, English, swarthy with dark brown hair. Swarthy as well. English, these are Europeans being called swarthy people. Come on. Moses Johnson, Planner, Virginia. Black as a mulatto with black hair. Black as a mulatto. You, whoa. Black as a mulatto. All right. Would that be a possible Indian? Could it be? William Colbert, Westmoreland. Planner, he's Scotch. He's fair-skinned. James Hooper, Weaver, English. Lawrence Johnston, he's Irish. He's fair-skinned. Samuel Cummins, bricklayer. He's from Virginia. He's swarthy and much freckled. He's swarthy with freckles. He's dark-skinned with freckles. He's a so-called black man with freckles. All right. Thomas Toole, English, fair and light hair. Charles Travis, a planner. He's Scottish. He's swarthy. A Scottish, swarthy, brown hair, pitted with blemish and right eye. Very descriptive. All right. John Waters. He's English. He's dark. All right. Benjamin Rogers. He's from Nansemond. He's from Virginia. He's dark. Richard Hines, Virginia. Dark and swarthy with very black hair. Dark and swarthy and very black hair. James Young. He's a merchant. All right. Who was the merchant, guys? Who was the merchants? You guys know already, right? You've been watching my videos. Who's the merchants? Who was doing all the trade? Who had the commerce? Who was in the ships? Who had the whole network? Scottish, fair, ruddy, and much pitted with smallpox. Philip Childress, Cumberland, Carpenter, Virginia, dark and swarthy, dark-haired, slim-made. David Collins, sailor, he's Irish, fair with dark brown hair and much freckles. Charles Bruce, planner, Scottish, brown with dark brown hair, has a swelling in the knees. John Penmore, he's an English, he's jello countenance with light hair, jello man. Edward Austin, tailor, English, fair with dark hair. John Hooper, he's Irish, he's swarthy with dark hair, swarthy. Joshua Williams, he's from Virginia, he's swarthy with dark hair and much freckled. James Turner, he's from Virginia, dark with dark hair and well-made. David Bailey, Chesterfield, shoemaker, Virginia, fair with light hair and handsome made. John Cotter, October 1755. Remember, we're basically in the 1700s mostly. He's about 5'7". He's a planner. He's Irish and he's dark with black hair. Has a wiggle in his walk. He has a little wiggle in his walk. All right, he walks like with a wiggle. He's dark complexion, Irish that walks with a wiggle. All right. Edward Canifax, planner, Virginia. He's dark and swarthy with black hair and a flat nose. Flat nose. It's not pointy. It's not hooked. It's a flat nose. And he's dark and swarthy. James Turner, planner, Maryland, fair with brown hair. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We got John Fitzpatrick. He's Irish, black short hair, well made. We got Ben Spicer, brown short hair. All right, so now they're describing the hair. So in this one, this is just another example of what they do. Okay, so I guess they didn't have the complexion, they just named the hair, or they just didn't put it. Okay, so maybe this one is like John Rimishall, says Virginia, he's brown, comma, straight hair and stutters. English, large bushy head with most Harvard aspect. Oh, William Hook, an Englishman with large bushy head. With a large bushy head, what does that mean? How do we take that? How do we interpret that? How do we interpret that, right? Bushy hair. So do we consider Europeans, the ones that we, white, do we think of them as having bushy hair? Large bushy hair. John Lovett, planner, he's from Virginia, very swarthy. long black hair, John Lovett. Again, any of these could be your ancestors. Ezekiel Isham, he's from Acoma. He's from Virginia. He's fair complexion, remarkably impudent. Pat Lattin, he's Irish, long black hair, full face. He got long black hair, he's Irish. John Downing, he's English, black hair. Richard Gladys, Virginia, brown straight hair. Ben Jenkins, Virginia, full-faced. All right. And so on and so on. Let me go to the next one. All right, let's flip this over. James Bryan, drafted. He's from Virginia. He's dark-haired, thin-faced. All right, Virginia, brown hair and black eyes. All right, let's see if we see something good here. We're talking about hairs here. All right, Planet Virginia. All right. So again, different types of roles, different types of rosters describing different things. Not all of them had the complexion. Some of them were different. All right. Some of them describe like if they have a scar on their nose, if their nose is pierced or is cut, things like that. Long, straight black hair, you know, freckles. Next page. Okay, so we got the role of Captain Thomas Cook's company. This is from 1756. What this role shows is the date of enlistment, the place, the age, the size, the trade, the country, and the description of the person. Henry William, all right, he's from Frederick, Ireland. He's light brown hair and yellow complexion. John Reynolds, so very descriptive, right? John Reynolds, he's a merchant. He's yellow complexion. He's from Virginia. John McWilliams, he's a merchant. He's from Virginia. He's also fair complexion. He's fond of liquor. James Thomas, fair complexion. George Clark Corp, light hair, well made, pitted with smallpox, very talkative. All right, so in this example, we got some light-skinned people, right? John Grant, he's a drummer. He's from Ireland. He's dark-haired, very much pitted with smallpox, right? So who was getting smallpox? Wasn't the Indians getting smallpox too? All right, Francis Allen, farmer, England, dark-colored hair, yellow complexion. John Beard, he's from England, red-haired and freckled. All right. So again, we do, as I want to show you guys, we do have descriptions of people that may, you know, we can consider being actual white people, what we call white, right? James Donaldson, he's from Scotland, dark brown hair, again, smallpox. Thomas Edwards, black hair, yellow complexion. Daniel Gowen, planters from Virginia, light colored hair, long thin visage. Thomas Hudson, he's from England. Dick said he's ruddy complexion. John Hamilton, he's from Ireland, dark brown hair, very ruddy complexion, very ruddy complexion. Charles Johnston, planter, Virginia, dark bush hair. Okay, dark bush hair, very fond of spirituous liquor. Henry Moxham, seaman, he's from England, light colored hair, yellow complexion. James Marsh, seaman, England, dark brown hair, dark complexion. Okay, England, dark complexion. England, dark complexion. Martin May 6, January 1755. He's from Amelia. He lived in Amelia, but he's an Irish. He's dark colored hair, a droll fellow, and knock-kneed, large teeth before. Paul Cuhan. He's an Irish, dark colored hair, fair complexion. Matthew Robotham, planter from Virginia, dark complexion, simple countenance. William Sodren, he's from England, dark hair, thin visage, very wrinkled, slender made. And then we got Alexander Stewart. All right, what do you guys know about the Stuarts of Scotland? So isn't King James a Stuart? Aren't the Stuarts of the Highlands of Scotland, aren't they known and historically proven to be people of color? Alexander Stewart, Scotland, light brown hair, dark complexion. All right, and it keeps going. Dennis Sullivan, he's from Ireland, sandy hair. Thomas Simpson, frowny countenance, light haired. Maurice Supple, Irish, dark hair, dark complexion. Irish, dark complexion. Peter Truly, Ireland, very ruddy complexion. Henry Farrand, he's from England, red complexion. John Wade, He's from England, dark complexion. England, dark complexion. Dick said, villainous countenance. He has a villainous countenance. He's dark complexion with a villainous countenance, they said. William White, planner, Scotland, gray-haired and thin-visaged. John Williams, Wales, dark-haired, pitted with the smallpox. Robert Walters, he's a planner from Scotland. He has red hair, very much freckled. William Austin, schoolmaster, England. He's very dark. He's dark complexion from England. John Bassett, Scotland, black hair, ruddy complexion, pitted with smallpox. Samuel Butcher, planner from Virginia, fair complexion, freckled, round-shouldered. James Boswell, weaver from Ireland, light hair, fair complexion. John Carwick from Ireland, dark complexion. John Carwick, Ireland, dark complexion. John Lee, a planter from Virginia, dark-haired, very wrinkled forehead, black eyes. Thomas Hall, shoemaker from England, dark brown hair, very well made. Richard Cornelius, he's from Ireland. He's dark hair and complexion. He's dark complexion. Richard Cornelius, Ireland. All right. Are you guys starting to see the pattern, the trends? Payroll of Captain Thomas Cookie's company. John Reynolds, Henry Williams. All right. So it lists some names. All right. So again, those are just examples. They didn't always have the description. You just had the names. All right. We got some more right here. John Connor from the Terminator, Pennsylvania. He's a hunter. He's dark. John Connor's dark. William Summers, he's from New England. He's dark complexion. Cornelius Henley, he's from Pennsylvania. He's Irish and he's dark complexion. Richard Rice, Pennsylvania, dark complexion. Colo Logan, Ireland, dark complexion, dark. Patrick Hughes, Ireland, dark complexion. Thomas Dyer, he's from England, he's fair. All right, they know what a fair complexion person and a dark complexion looks like. They named it, they described it, they wrote it down. David Davison, England, he's fair complexion. Alexander Turnbull, he's a soldier, he's from Ireland and he's fair. Timothy Toll, he's from Maryland, he's fair. Thomas White, he's England, he's dark. His name is White, but he's dark and he's from England. He's dark complexion, he's well set. Richard Posey, he's a farmer from Maryland, he's fair. Henry Francis, he's from Virginia, actually Maryland, he's dark complexion. George Jackson, he's from England, fair. John Moore, Ireland, fair. Oh, Moore, fair. More, so everybody that's more, it's not that dark, right? Again, we don't always got to take fair as white. That could just be a very light skin, dark skinned person, right? Again, a lot of this all is conjecture, right? But we already know, based on the information that we got, we already know the true history. So this is just more correlation. This is just more proof of what we've been researching. Richard Davis, Maryland fair, strout, lusting, fresh colored. Matthew Fowler, Maryland fair, thin spirit. Mordecai Grosnell, he's well said, raw boned. Henry Reese, he's a soldier, he's from Germany, he's fair. Thomas Hammond, he's from Maryland, he's stout and lusty. Jeremiah Hurley, he's a weaver, he's Irish and he's dark complexion, tender eye. Patrick Constantine, he's from Maryland, he's fair. Edward Truly Constantine, he's from Maryland, he's fair as well. Francis Brothers, brothers, I guess that's the guy's name. He's from Maryland, he's well said, fair. William Ashby, he's from England, he's dark complexion, stout and well set. James Barnett, he's fair complexion, hardy, well set. William Stockstill, he's from Maryland, he's dark complexion. Cornelius Chapman, all right, he's from Maryland, he's dark complexion and well set. Abraham Whitaker, he's fair complexion. All right, we got Isaac Whitaker, he was a hunter from Maryland, he's fair complexion. John Jacob Peter Grammer, he's from Germany and he's dark complexioned. All right, dark complexion. Now I want to show you something real quick. Let me see if I got it here. Just bear with me since we're talking about dark complexion Germans. 1 second, guys. All right. We'll come right back to this. Okay. I found this today doing somebody's genealogy. I found this today doing somebody's genealogy. Okay. And if I wouldn't be doing this person's genealogy of a relative which had the same name, I would have never found this record. All right. Now, I want you to take a very close look at what this says here. All right. Miley Davis, she's a female, race black. She's a slave, birthplace Germany. Birthplace Germany. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see that? All right. So, do we have to rethink a little bit about what we thought about our families? This is not to say, you were wrong, you're not just this, but maybe this is something you can value and add and be proud of, and like, oh man, maybe I do come from this. I have ancestors like this. Maybe I do. Maybe I am a steward from the Highlands of Scotland. Maybe I do have royal blood. Maybe they did take over Europe and whitewashed it too, not just in America or the rest of the world. So again, this was from today, and I'm just gonna go back. I just want to show you guys this because we just saw a dark-skinned German. All right, let me go back, and I appreciate everybody tuning in. That's in here. Everybody here, support everybody that's in here. That's a teacher that has a YouTube channel. Thanks for being here. Again, this ain't about competition. This ain't about beefing all the time, fighting, just for views, entertaining, being like the Jerry Springer of the Aboriginal community, having people on your panel just to fight. There's kids watching. There's a lot of people actually trying to learn from you guys. You guys should chill. You guys should at least do some, put some informative information out there. And if somebody's messing with you, ignore them. Ignore them. You don't need to retaliate. You just ignore them and watch them fade away. Trust me, I do it all the time. Isaac Whitaker, he's from Maryland. He's fair. John Jacob Peter Grammer, he's from Maryland. He's Germany again, dark. All right. John Christoph Tooth, Maryland, German. He's dark skinned too. Henry Jefferson, he's from Maryland. He's fair skinned. Sadat Gowen, he's from Maryland. He's very dark. Stout, well said. He's very dark. Sadat Gowen. John Davison, Baltimore, dark. Thomas Brown, he's from Maryland. He's dark complexion. Thomas Pritchard, he's from Pennsylvania. He's fair. Robert Craighead, he's from Maryland. He's dark complexion. Guess Vaughn, he's from Maryland. He's fair. James Lynch, he's Irish. He's dark complexion. James Lynch. Future Video. All right. Future Video. You guys thought the Lynches were actually white people? You thought that was all white people doing. Oh. Well, what I've come to learn is that a lot of these Lynches were people of color in these times. And they had farms, and they were free people of color, I'm telling you, there's a lot that we're about to learn, guys. There's a lot that's about to come out. We're just scratching the surface here. All right. And I think if we do it together, if we can just, put whatever differences we have aside and just go with the info, go with the truth, I think we can come together and actually be a team. I work with a lot of people researching, doing things. We work together. It's about truth. It's not about who puts out info first, who brought this out first, who shared this first, who's doing heavyweight builds, supposedly, all that stuff. It's all entertainment, and it's just trying to get your viewership, and at the end, hit that cash app, hit that cash app, it's, all right. This is real history right here. This is real info, real sources, real history here, real information that can help you grow and build. All right. Thomas Pritchard, Pennsylvania, fair. Again, James Lynch, Irish, dark. John Little, He's from Maryland. He's fair. Robert Criswell. He's from Maryland. He's dark complexion. John Hall. Maryland, fair complexion. Samuel Sanders. Maryland, fair complexion. Thomas Hudson. He's from England. He's fair complexion. All right. Next page. Okay, we've reached the end of this. Hold up. I got another one. 1 second. Okay. Just real quick. Again, this is a little break in between. Hope you guys are enjoying this. All right, hope you guys are enjoying this. Again, this image right here that I got right here is actually supposed to be a depiction of Crispus Attucks. I did a video about him too. That's part 7 of my From Indigenous American to African American series, part 7. I broke it down who Crispus Attucks was, half Indian. All right, he was half Indian, and then they try to say that he's half slave, so-called half slaves, half Negro, and they want to imply African. But he might be a dark-skinned European. He might be a regular indentured servant. He might be from another so-called Indian that is being labeled Negro. So there's a lot. We gotta look at every possibility. Okay? Just wanted to, to emphasize that. All right, let me get the other folder up. 1 second. Again, we live. All right. Okay. Second. In between, let me just. Hope you guys are enjoying. Just give me a second here. Yep. All right. So I had to just download. While I'm doing this, guys, I'm uploading the pictures from my phone to my drive. It's taking forever. And then I got to download it while I'm live, and put it in a folder so I can present it to you guys. It's okay. We multitasking here. I just want to give a big shout out to all the music producers who have sent me beats. Joseph Levels, Maniacs Beats, Alman Deliman, man, Antonio, I ain't forgetting you. Breeze 3000. All right, those are some. Joseph Levels, those are just some of the producers. If I missed you, I'm not because I don't want to mention you, because I can't remember right now. But yeah, those are the main ones usually that send me beats. I want to give a big shout out to them. Thank you, brothers, for that. I appreciate it. All right. We got Samuel Sanders. He's from Baltimore, Maryland. He's fair. Thomas Hudson. He's from England. He's fair. Peter Williams. He's fair complexion. Oh, let me just put this down a little bit. All right. John Carpenter from Maryland. He's fair. Aquila Wilson, Maryland. He's dark complexion. Samuel Wilson. He's from Maryland, dark complexion. William Talbot, Maryland, dark complexion. John Cliff, he's from England, dark complexion. John Barrett, he's from Ireland, he's dark complexion. Minor, he was a minor. Most likely that man, he was an indentured servant working in a mine. They send him over here. Most of the people who went to mines, these were one of the worst jobs or places to go work or do your indentured servitude. A lot of the times that was not by choice. A lot of the times people being sent was, the people who were considered the worst off, or convicts, criminals, people they just didn't care about. They just kind of like almost definitely treated and was being used almost like a slave in these mines. A lot of hard work. Again, he's Irish. He's dark complexion. John Hudson from England, dark complexion. Asile Stewart, he's from Maryland, dark complexion. We got the plug. That's right. That's right, Blazer. Shout out to Blazer and everybody in the chat. Atasunu Esh, my boy right there. Mizak, the realest one. I ain't never gonna forget that, Mizak. War Chief, Red Lion, Peace, Tayapua, Carlos Bell, Daf, Dot Evoca. Thanks for being here once again, Dash, BD Bay, Empress Infinite. I think I saw Tasha Shi earlier. Thank you for being here. Ricky Rex, Return to Pachamama, Hermosa Shiba, Jesus Light, yeah. Ricky Rex, J9, Shayla, Return. All right, let me see. Tawana Clark, thank you for being here. Orlando Williams. All right, and so on and so on. And so many of you guys right now. All right, we got 300 people in the house. I didn't realize. I wasn't really looking at the screen. Thank you for being here. Thomas Seal. Uh-oh, we got that. What is that? Thomas Seal, Maryland. He's tawny complexion and raw-boned. Francis Moreland. He's from Virginia. He's fair. He has a likely scar on his forehead. Thomas Wright. He's from England. He's fair. Francis Walker. He's from England. He's fair. John Fraser. He's from Scotland. And he's pale skin. All right? Scotland, pale skin. All right? They're letting you know straight up. Describing it in detail so you have no doubt. James Rawls. Fair and freckled with yellow hair. William McPherson. He's a planner, Scotland, brown complexion, thick and well made. Henry Champion from Virginia, brown complexion, was much disfigured with small pox. John Cockerill, Virginia, Indian mixture, well made, Indian mixture. John Clements, Virginia, ruddy complexion and sly look, loves to drink. Benjamin Cotton, New England, he's ruddy, well made and merry disposition. And a merry disposition, he's always happy. James Dacres, he's from England, brown complexion, a fawning, cringing behavior. Joseph Buffin, he's from Virginia, one, black-haired and well-made. Know what that meant. Fair. Joseph Price, Virginia, fair complexion. John Dutton, he's from England, he's brown complexion, stoops as he walks. We got William Waters. He's brown complexion. He stoops. James Haynes, Virginia, ruddy, pitted with the pox. James Hill, New England. He's pale-skinned. William Warden from Virginia. He's pale. No, actually, William Warden is brown complexion and a clownish look. Now that's messed up. Now why are you trying to clown this guy? Just because he has a clownish look? Come on. William Warden, I'm sure you didn't have a clownish look. Brown complexion. Joseph Bedgood, Virginia pale. John Key, Virginia, long visage and queer-faced. Hey, I didn't say it. And then we got William Williams, a planner, Virginia. He's a Negro, really? Now, what does this mean? Bernard Coe, soldier, Irishman, fair complexion. Jesse Jones, Isle of Wight, Draft, Smith, Virginia, Irishman, fair complexion and likely. Thomas Cook, he's from England. He's dark complexion, a merry disposition. Oh. William Parks, fair. James Davis, he's from Ireland, he's fair. Alex Wiley, he's from England, he's fair, pitted with smallpox. We got John Kelly, he's Irish, dark complexion. John Kelly from Ireland, dark complexion. Then we got Robert Pullen, England, dark, thick, and clumsy. John Roser, he's from Virginia. He's pale and gray-headed. Michael Delock, he's a planter from Virginia, yellow, thin-faced, and homely. Don Ferguson, he's from Scotland. He's a drummer, and he's brown complexion. James Buckridge, he's from Virginia, fair and ill-made. William Fear, laborer, Virginia, brown and well-made. Peter Bevan, laborer, Virginia, slender, knock-kneed. William Thompson, he's from Virginia, black eyes. William O'Connor, Taylor, Irish, ruddy and well-made. William Deere, Irish, brown complexion and heavy look. Samuel Walden, a planter from Virginia, fair and slim. All right. We got Abraham Crittenden. Actually, sorry. We got, okay, this is the roll of Captain Charles Lewis Company from 1756, roll signed by Peter Steenbergen, lieutenant. What we see here is the name, the date, and the place of enlistment, age, height, occupation, country, and description. All right, so that's what they're going to show us here. All right, wait, where are we? Charles Calliox. He's actually French. He's ruddy with dark brown hair, a French guy. Abraham Crittenden, he's from Virginia, he's ruddy. James Carson, he's from England, he's brown complexion. Samson Franklin, he's from Virginia, brown complexion. John Hartwood, he's English, brown and dark brown hair. Thomas Edmondson, he's from Virginia, fair. Ezekiel Richardson, he's English, he's also fair. William Horan, he's Irish, he's fair complexion as well. John Anderson, Scotch, he's actually swarthy though, with black hair. A Scotch who's swarthy with black hair. John Anderson. Do you have the Anderson surname? Okay, you thought that was like a European name you had? And it was so-called white Europeans, you thought? Actually, there's an Anderson right here who's swarthy. 1755. Reuben Harris, Virginia, fair with brown hair. William Terrace, Virginia, ruddy with sandy hair. John Flowers, he's English, he's brown complexion with brown hair. William Mickle, he's English, fair with light hair. Thomas Gardner, he's English, brown complexion with dark brown hair. All right, in English with dark brown hair and dark skin or brown skin. William Burford, carpenter from Virginia, he's brown complexion, brown hair. John Meggs, Virginia, brown complexion, brown hair. All right. And it keeps going. George Perkins, Virginia, ruddy. William Roundtree, Virginia, fair. William Barnett, Virginia, brown with brown hair. Shiplet Howard, shoemaker, he's from Virginia, he's brown complexion. John Austin, he's from Virginia, he's fair with dark hair. Joseph Joynes, he's from Virginia, he's also fair. Alexander Basford, he's a planter from Virginia, he's fair. Richard Harmon, he's from Virginia, he's brown complexion, brown hair. Nicholas Quisenberry, he's from Virginia, he's brown complexion and brown hair. Joseph Edser, he's from Virginia, brown complexion with light hair. Francis Thomas, from Virginia, brown complexion, dark hair, well-limbed. John Hendren, he's from Virginia, he's dark complexion and he has dark hair. Thomas Little, he's from Virginia, he's brown complexion with brown hair. George Palmore, he's from Virginia, he's fair-skinned with dark hair. John Harris, he's from Virginia, he's swarthy with light brown hair. Jacob Crouch, he's swarthy, he's from Virginia, and he's swarthy with gray hair. John Loftman, from Virginia, he's fair with fair hair. Edward Loffin. All right, he's from Virginia, fair. Edward Loffin, I'm sorry, Virginia. So James Radcliffe, English, he's pale with brown hair. Charles Smith, carpenter, Virginia, fair with fair hair. So you know how they label in pale? Now, they're making a distinguish between James Radcliffe and Charles Smith. Charles Smith is fair, James Radcliffe is pale. He's even more lighter, right? Even more. So even with even with the light skin, or even if it is so-called white people, they have their different shades too, right? Or again, we don't know if they're, when they say fair, they could also be talking about a dark-skinned person that's just fair, right? Light skin. It also could be a darker, maybe is not pale, person. But again, the only way to know is to do your genealogy. You'll know if that's your ancestor or not, and then you can correlate other things to see. All right, because fair sometimes could be things, but they're again describing people as fair, brown, dark, swarthy. They're making distinctions here. It's not just a bunch of so-called white people here. All right, Thomas Eaton. Wait, Thomas Eaton. Uh-oh. You guys don't even know why I'm saying this. Okay. This is a spoiler. Spoiler alert. I got a future video, Webb Du Bois. All right. Webb Du Bois on the Bougard side, on his mom's side, the Bougards. They were called the Black Bougards of Great Barrington, Massachusetts. They were there for like almost 100 years or something, a couple generations. All right. So they say that the Black Bougards started out with this guy named Tom Bougard, who was owned by the the Eaton family, Thomas, and he was in the American Revolutionary War. This Thomas. So finding this right here is very interesting to me. I'm going to follow up on this. Thomas Eaton, bricklayer. He's English and he's Swarthy. An English Swarthy Eaton. So they say that Du Bois's ancestor was brought from Africa or somehow by the Eatons. I found no proof of it. And why would one family bring one servant from Africa, go all the way to Africa to pick up one servant, and then come to America? It just doesn't make sense. And we know it's false history. So on top of that, we know they're just making things up. All right. I think I found Thomas Eaton. I really do. I'll see. Francis Kingston. I'm reading this for the first time with you guys because I took pictures. I haven't read all of it. I just took pictures and I'm reading it with you. All right, Nathaniel Stevenson. Barber, Scottish, fair with fair hair, pot picket. Let me just look at the chat real quick. Ham's line, okay. I remember. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, you guys are entertaining yourself. Go ahead and keep doing that. I like when you guys interact with each other. Francis Kingston. He's a Virginia. He's fair skinned. Nathaniel Stevenson was a barber, Scottish. He's fair. Okay. Then we got let's see, we're here, down over here. We don't got description. Okay, we got Andrew Vaughn. He's from Virginia. He's well made. He's swarthy complexion. Okay. Oops, what happened? Okay, so next page. All right. Okay, we got Charles Smith. He's from Virginia. He's fair. We got Thomas Eaton. Okay, that's the same thing we just read. Sorry about that. So we got John Gander down here. He's from Holland. He's strongly made. He's fair complexion. Henry Carrier. He's from England. We got Joseph Wills from England. Doesn't really say much. Thomas Alberry. Thin face, effeminate voice. Oh man, I didn't say that. William Jenkins. He's from Ireland. Swarthy complexion. All right. William Jenkins again. 5'11". He's from Ireland. He's swarthy complexion, large beard. Christopher Best. Nancy Mont. Virginia. Dark complexion. Slender maid. All right. He's a planter. I thought everybody who was dark complexion during this time was a slave. Aaron Paul. He's from England. Fair complexion with dark beard. Burton Hickman. He's a planter from Virginia. Fair complexion. Obadiah Fogg. He's from Virginia. Fair complexion. James Smith. Fair complexion. Anthony Stilts. He's from Holland. John Johnston. from England, dark complexion. John Johnston, England, dark complexion, dark complexion. Edward Freeman, he's from Virginia, and he's fair complexion, but he's a free man. All right. Now you interpret that. Now how are you gonna interpret that? You tell me, right? You tell me how you're gonna interpret that. I want to know how you're gonna interpret this 6'1" Virginia guy who's a free man. He's fair complexion. So how do we interpret this? He's a free man. Freeman? I thought only slaves got freed, man, or were freemen, right? Henry Emerson, England, dark complexion. Anthony Kennedy, Ireland, fair complexion. Patrick MacDonald, he's from Ireland, he's fair. Thomas Carrier, England, fair complexion. Ephraim Pope, Virginia, fair complexion. Okay. David Rawls, from England, fair complexion. Edward Boleyn, Virginia, brown complexion. William Brock, he's Irish, fair complexion. Humphrey Christenberry, he's from Virginia, dark complexion. Nathaniel Fasci, he's from Virginia, fair complexion. On command, Edward Gale, Thomas. Okay, so these are the people in charge. Down here it says role of Captain Robert Mackenzie's company in 1756. Role gave name, place of enlistment, age, height, country, and description. We start with James Robinson. All right, he's Scottish. He's ruddy complexion and pitted with the smallpox. James Hadfield, he's English. He's brown complexion with his most inclined to the left. Oh, his mouth. Okay. John Campbell, Scottish, brown complexion, speaks broad, black curled hair. Okay. All right. Now you tell me how you're going to interpret that. You got a brown complexion Scottish man with black curled hair. How you interpret that? Now, if I was to describe this without saying Scottish, if I told you, hey, I got this guy, he's brown complexion, he's black, he has black curled hair, do you think he's a so-called black person? Huh? What would you say? You'd probably be like, yeah, sounds like it. All right, well, he's Scottish. Oh, no. He must not be black, then could he male? They're probably talking about, he's just, he has a tan. Well, again, that's your conjecture. That's what you want to believe in. You got to prove it. John Adams, he's Scottish, fair with black hair. Timothy Shaw, he's Irish, he's brown complexion, speaks broad, dark hair. A brown complexion Irishman with dark hair. Brian Page, a fair complexion with pleasant countenance. Peter Storham, he's brown complexion, dark, straight haired. Speaks Dutch and broken English. Dutch and broken English. He's brown complexion. Again, what? He speaks Dutch. Who's this guy? Peter Storham. Dutch, who's brown complexion. Thomas Quinn. He's Irish. Pale pitted with the smallpox. Lost his finger. Lost middle and third fingers of his right hand. Edward Blackburn, Virginia. Brown complexion. Dark hair. John Jenkins from Pennsylvania. He's brown complexion with a scar on the left side of his nose. James Clark. He's pale skin from Virginia. John Fulham. He's from Virginia. He's dark complexion. He's from the Isle of Wight. Again, doing a lot of these genealogies, I end up with a lot of people in the Isle of Wight. I did a whole genealogy with somebody. Their family, I think, is still there. Or it was like the last generations when they moved. But from there to like the 1600s, they were there. They were there. And guess who was there with them? Some lady named Elizabeth Drake, right? What did she turn out to be? She turned out to be the granddaughter of Francis Drake, or the great-granddaughter of Francis Drake. Yes, the actual pirate Francis Drake. All right, Francis Drake, if you guys don't know, Sephardic Jew, person of color. He was a pirate. He was navigating all over. He was an explorer, so-called explorer, right? Slaver, so-called slaver, but he was a person of color, Francis Drake. You don't believe me? I'll prove it to you one day. Don't try me. You know I will. William Willis. All right, hold on. We're Isle of Wight. Yep. William Willis. He's from Virginia. He's also from the Isle of Wight. He's dark complexion with scars in his forehead. John Brown, drafted in from the Isle of Wight again. Virginia, dark again. Isle of Wight, 3 dark people, right? Dark complexion from the Isle of Wight. Isle of Wight was a mostly people of color town or colony. Trust me. James Malone, Surrey, shoemaker, Irish, dark. He's dark complexion Irish with a bendy knee. He's very talkative. He likes to talk. Peter Affleck, Isle of Wight. He's actually pale, Scottish, light hair, speaks broad. John Donaldson, Virginia, pale, slender, very awkward. George Proctor, Isle of Wight, Virginia, dark complexion and well made. George Wainwright, from the Isle of Wight again, Virginia, dark complexion, light hair, and well made. George Wainwright, Isle of Wight, Virginia, dark, light hair. James Whitfield, from Virginia, Isle of Wight, he's brown complexion. William Davis, from Virginia, pale skin, pitted, light hair. Lawrence Dillon, King George, he was in the King George probably Army. Gardner, Irish, brown with black hair. Brown complexion with brown hair, Irish man. We got Lawrence Dillon, Irish, brown complexion. James Riley, he's English, he's ruddy pitted. George Shields, he's English, ruddy, brown hair. Lewis Green, the Windy, he's from Virginia, brown complexion, one short leg. Thomas Gillingham, he's English, he's dark complexion, warts on his left eye, black straight hair. John St. Clair, he's Scottish, he's dark complexion, pitted, slender, knees bending in. Patrick Glenn, he's Irish, he's dark complexion, lively eyes, well made. John Thornton, he's Irish, also dark complexion and well made. John Mulford, he's Irish, another darky Irish, straight black hair, stoop and deaf. Says Thomas Bracey, drafted Isle of Wight, Virginia, dark complexion, round shoulders. John Whitfield, from Virginia, brown complexion. Jacob Bell, from Virginia, brown complexion. James Rowe, from Virginia, brown complexion. John Carroll, from Virginia, brown complexion, brown hair. Joseph Ailes, Prince Williams, he's English, he's ruddy, well made, free open countenance. David Morgan, he's from Virginia, he's brown complexion, thin visage, slender shape. We got Thomas Brown, he's a bricklayer from Virginia, he's fair skinned. John Connor, we got John Connor again, Terminator here, Irish, brown complexion, black straight hair, well made. Then we got the role of Captain Williams Peachy's Company. This is from July 1756. The roll gives the date, the place, the place of enlistment, the age, the height, occupation, the country, and the description. So we got Reuben Vass. He's from Virginia. He's ruddy complexion. William Baker. He's from Virginia. Doesn't say much. Biddy Brooks. He's a planter from Virginia. Full face, light hair. Josh Gaskin. He's from Virginia. He's swarthy complexion with black hair. Richard Gale, England, one eye out. He's brown hair. James Guthridge, he's from England. He's dark complexion. All right. England, dark complexion. Thin face. Thomas Moss, he's from England, light haired. Jacob Brand, from Virginia, very light colored hair. Patrick Finley, he's from Ireland. He's brown haired and dark complexion. Patrick Finley has brown hair and dark complexion. He's Irish though. Thomas Smith, Virginia, light hair. With sore eyes, I said. We got over here. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Play with me. Come on. Patrick Finley. He's from Ireland. He's brown haired and dark complexion. We already got that. We got Thomas Smith from Virginia, light haired. Edward Thompson. He's from England, fair complexion. John Robinson, brown haired with Roman nose. William Marshall. He's from England, black haired. John Jones, Virginia, black haired, dark complexion. Aquilo Byrne, Virginia, light colored hair, scar on his left cheek. Timothy Conaway. He's from Maryland. A planter from England. William Newell. He's from Virginia. Small man with brown hair. Christopher Redman. Redman. He's from Maryland, and he's a red man. Actually, he's from England. Light hair, red man. Henry Jefferson. Planner, Virginia, long face. John Sparks. Planner from England. Light hair with humpback. Oh, man. Jeremiah Coleman. Brown haired and thin face. John Leland. No information for this guy. William Robinson from Virginia. John Coffin, no information, no information, no information. All right, next one. We got the role of Captain Robert Spotswood Company. Role gave the name, the place of enlistment, the age, the height, the occupation, the country, and the description. So we got Joseph Bloodo, a planter from Virginia, fair complexion. Richard Good, Virginia, brown complexion, well-made, round-shouldered. Samuel Robinson, he's from Virginia, he's well-made and dark-haired. John Sale, he's from Virginia, well-made with thick dark hair. Thick dark hair. Edward Lair, he's Irish, fair complexion. James Lyle, he's from Scotland, brown complexion, well-made, freckled with dark hair. Thomas Alley, he's from England, well-made with black hair. William Blackley, Virginia, fair. Thomas Douglas, he's from Scotland. John Donnelly, he's from Ireland, brown complexion, dark hair. John Garland, brown shoulder with dark hair. John McDonald, he's from Scotland, well-made with black hair. Andrew Lockhart, he's from Virginia, light-haired, well-made and freckled. Daniel N. McIntyre, Scotland, well-made with scar across his left cheek. Thomas Morris, Virginia, round-shouldered, brown complexion. We got William Maynard, he's from Virginia, thick dark hair. Robert Muckleroy, he's from Ireland, spare, made with thick light hair. So a lot of times we don't got the complexion, we just got the hair color. Jeremiah Poor, he's from Virginia, well-made, black hair, brown complexion. Richard Powers, he's from Ireland, brown complexion. William Ross, he's from Scotland, spare, made with short brown hair. John Riley, he's from Ireland, brown complexion with brown hair. William Thorpe, from Virginia, he has a large scar on his left cheek with brown hair. John Boswell, he's from Virginia, well-made with brown hair. William Thomas, he's from England, spare, made, brown hair. John Taylor, planter from North Carolina, brown complexion, well-made with brown hair. John Wright, he's a wagoner from Virginia, brown complexion, scar on his face. Edward Thorne, brown complexion, round shoulders. Richard Pike, baker, Scotland, well-made, round shoulders. John Alexander, planter from Virginia, well-made, long brown hair. William Gilliam, from Virginia, well-made, short, brown hair, dark complexion. We got Edward Thorne, brown complexion, from Virginia. Richard Pike, he's from Scotland, well-made, brown shoulders. John Alexander, drafted from King William's, planter from Virginia, well-made, long brown hair. William Gilliam, he's from Virginia, and he's dark complexion. William Gilliam. William Beer, he's from Virginia, he has dark complexion. Joseph Fletcher, England, thin made with light colored hair. David Groder, from Virginia, thick with short black hair, dark complexion. So he has thick and short black hair, but it's thick, and he's dark complexion. David Groder, from Virginia. William Moody, Virginia, brown complexion with brown hair. Walter Knott, Virginia, thin, spare made with long black hair. John Barrack, Taylor, Scotland, well-made with scar across his eyebrow. Richard Dunn, he's from England, short, light-haired, dark complexion. The Dunns, and my wife has this in her family. She's from Jamaica, but they have Irish in them, and it's not white Irish. Dunn's River Falls, Ocho Rios, it was owned by one of the Dunns that arrived in Jamaica. That was her ancestor, and we got the whole history in the record. We found it, all right? And so the Dunns, there's a guy I'm going to do from Louisiana. He was actually the head of the House of Representatives there, or the Congress there, the local Congress in Louisiana. He was a Dunn, all right? And he was Irish. I'm going to prove it to you guys. And he was a black man. All right, all of Louisiana, 2-3 years after slavery in 1868, already had an so-called all black Congress in Louisiana, or House of Representatives, right? You know, how did they get so situated 2-3 years right after slavery was over? How did it just happen? So where's all the rest? Where was the white guys that were in charge supposedly before that? They just started voting for only dark skinned people. I don't. That doesn't sound very democratic. So the reality is because it was always dark skinned majority. You know, slavery didn't change anything until way after, ending slavery. I mean, so John Peddler, planter from England, fair complexion. Thomas Bates, England, light hair, fair complexion. Says size of roll. Okay. Thomas Deakins from Virginia. He's a ruddy complexion. He's a Mason. Edward Sparks. He's from Virginia with black hair and swarthy complexion. But he's a planter. He ain't a slave. George Davis from Virginia. Black hair, brown complexion. Benjamin Willett. He's fair complexion. Samuel Brown from Virginia. Oval face, Roman nose, light colored hair. William Cox from England, black hair, very brown complexion. He's from England with a very brown complexion and a what? Thick beard. He has a thick beard with a very brown complexion, but he's from England. Francis Saunders, he's from Virginia, black haired with brown complexion, in need. John Thompson, he's Irish, sandy hair with full face, well made. Killis Collins, he's from Virginia, brown haired and well made. We got Peter Cram, he's Scottish, he's black haired, in need, swollen ankles. Richard Baldick, he's from Virginia, light haired, fair complexion, well made. Gowan Beasley, he's from Virginia, dark haired with brown complexion. Robert Fell, he's from England, light haired, ruddy complexion. Roger Brigman, he's from England, dark haired, thin, wrinkled visage, spare made. All right. Then we got John Saunders, he's from England, brown haired, pock-fritten, well made. John Perry, he's from Wales, brown complexion, he's from Wales. Morgan Laughlin, he's from Virginia, black haired with very dark complexion. All right, Morgan Laughlin has a very dark complexion. And he's what? He's a farmer, all right, with a very dark complexion in 1755. And he's not a slave, but he has a very dark complexion. Daniel Robinson, planter from Virginia, brown complexion, well made. Will Nugent, he's from Ireland, ruddy complexion. William Coughlin, he's from Ireland, black hair mixed with gray, very likely. He's pock-fritten, strong. John Cole, he's from Virginia, black bushy hair, very thick beard. All right, they're not giving us his complexion color, but very descriptive. All right, thick hair, thick beard, bushy hair. All right, you tell me. Robert Wilson, England, dark bushy black hair, well made, blind in the right eye. And he's from England, and he has dark bushy black hair. John Buckley, Ireland, dark hair, bald headed. David Hazel from Scotland, dark hair, brown complexion, little puck, fritten, well made. All right. And no information on the rest of these guys, but you can see if that's a surname of yours. Size roll of Captain Harry Woodward's company from 1756. Roll gave name, date, and place of enlistment, age, height, trade, country, description. All right, we got Joseph Tent. He's from England, fair complexion. William Evans, he's also from England, fair, well set, red hair. George Whitecotton, he's from Virginia. James Carmichael, Scottish, slim made, ruddy, and long nose. Oh, ruddy and long nose. What does that mean? So he's fair, but he has a ruddy long nose. John Scott, he's a Scottish sailor. He's brown complexion, thick and well set. John Clark, Irish, brown, black, brown, black. So brown. All right, so what are they talking about? Brown and black, brown, black, and then hair. All right, so maybe black hair, brown complexion, pitted with the smallpox. Abraham Masha, he's Swiss, brown complexion, a Swiss with brown complexion, small face, stoops much. John Jones, he's from Virginia, brown, well set, long visage. James Cope, Virginia, fair round face. Abraham Jones, he's from Virginia, and he's swarthy with black hair. Abraham Jones. Peter Hardin, he's from Virginia, he's brown complexion, slim made. Absalom Ames Amos, He's from England, brown complexion with thin black hair. Joseph Cockrell, Virginia, well made, fair. John Chandler, he's from Virginia. He's brown complexion, thick and ugly, almost a mulatto. He's almost a mulatto, but he's brown complexion. He's almost a mulatto. They're letting you straight up know that he's not as light as a mulatto. He's brown complexion, but he's almost a mulatto. We got Joseph Cockrell, Virginia, well made, fair. John Chandler, all right, we already got this. Ugly, yep. Thomas Croxton, fair complexion. Edward Daugherty, Irish, fair complexion. John Harwood, he's from England, fair. James Mills, Scottish, brown complexion. William McCasters, he's from Maryland. Oh, actually, he's from Scottish, he's fair. Garrett Rangers, he's Dutch with brown skin. Dutch with brown skin. Garrett Rangers. John Mackenzie, he's Scottish, he's also brown skin, black hair, well made. Mordecai MacLeod, he's Scottish, he's brown complexion, of course he is. Short curled hair. All right, so we got a Scottish MacLeod. All right, all these Mac. We got this on one of my Swarthy videos. A lot of these were so-called black, the black Welsh, the black Scots, the black, these they carry these names. All right, you'll see that a lot in if you have Irish, you'll see a lot of these names pop out in your genealogy. All right, again, remember, these might be people of color. You thought they were European, white Europeans. William Sandy, Virginia, brown complexion, very slim, long visage. Robert Wright, he's Irish, he's brown complexion with black hair. John Williams, he's from England, he's also brown complexion with thick and very round shouldered. James Neal, no information. James Richardson, he's from Virginia, he's brown complexion, well made. Matt Carroll, Irish with brown complexion, pitted with the smallpox. Simon Troy, he's Irish, he's well made and likely. Likely what? William Gupton, he's from Virginia, he's fair. Dominic Moran, he's a planter from Virginia, he's brown complexion. Richard Murray, he's from England, brown complexion, straight hair. Marshall Pratt, he's from Virginia. Terrence McDaniel, he's from Virginia, brown and thick set. William Scattergood, he's English, fair skinned. Thomas Evans, he's from Virginia, brown complexion with a round face. John Lurie, he's Scottish with brown complexion, well made. Thomas Jones, he's English with brown complexion, pitted with the smallpox. John Kelsey, he's Irish, brown complexion, pitted, well made, thick set. William Heath, no information. Edward Roberts, Irish, brown, dark hair, knock-kneed. All right. Then we got size roll of Captain Robert Stewart's troops of light horse, 30 of July 1756. The roll gave the name, the date, and the place of enlistment, age, height, trade, country, and description. David Kennedy, he's from Virginia, a merchant. Actually, he was in Virginia. He's Scottish. He's a Scottish merchant who's dark brown haired and pitted with the smallpox. William Hughes, he's from England, dark brown hair, pitted with the smallpox. William Broughton, from Virginia, dark brown hair and ruddy. Robert Tunstall, he's black hair and ruddy. James Buchanan, Scotland, brown hair, long visage. Robert Cornelius, from Virginia, brown haired and full face. George Clancy, brown haired and ruddy. Thomas Rose, from Maryland, dark brown hair and swarthy. John Eleanor, he's from Germany, brown haired, full face. John Craig, he's from Ireland, light colored hair with white eyebrows. Wow. John Huff, Maryland, black haired, very swarthy, long visage, very swarthy. He's a blacksmith. He's very swarthy. He's not a slave. And he's in Virginia in 1756 as a blacksmith. Also a soldier. James Govers, England, short brown hair, a cast in his eyes. William Martian, he's from England, brown, full-faced, fresh-colored. And we got the payroll of Captain Robert Stewart's company of horsemen. Additional pay. Alexander Boyd. Okay, these are just names up here. So it says here, roll of Colonel George Washington's company. Says the roll gave the name. The Yeah, the name, the date, the county, the abode, or where they lived, age, height, trade, nativity, where they were born, and description. So John Sallard, he's actually from Virginia. He's fair with freckles with reddish hair. All right. I mean, we could almost say this really sounds like a so-called white person. A fair, freckled, reddish hair. But maybe not. We don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he's just light-skinned. John Belford, Ireland, brown with black curling hair, quick in speech, of lively countenance. Peter Tooley, he's Irish, fair and well made with sandy hair. Samuel Langsworth, he's from Norfolk, I guess Virginia, or Jersey, it says. Well made and brown, with dark brown hair and complexion. Again, dark brown complexion. Dark brown complexion. He was a tanner, and he's not a slave in the 1700s. William Stewart Packet, planter from Virginia, brown complexion, another planter from Virginia who was not a slave because he was a planter. Simon Robinson, English, fair complexion. James Campbell, no information. Edward Whitehead, Ireland, brown with dark hair, brown complexion. Launder Hughes, Virginia, fair with scar on the left side of his upper lip. John Hill, a tailor, he's English. He's brown complexion and hair with his right thumb broken. Arthur Dent, he's from England. He's brown complexion and lame in his right thigh by a wound. Abel Mason, Virginia, brown complexion and hair. Thomas Knapp, he's from England, brown complexion and hair. John Nugent, he's from Ireland. He's brown complexion and blemish in his left eye with a jointed little finger and a thumb shot off. Man. Francis Roberts, Virginia, he's brown complexion, hair and likely personage. Benjamin Smith, he's from England, fair complexion. John Trigg, he's from Virginia, complexion and hair brown. Okay, he's brown complexion from Virginia. John Robinson, he's England, fair complexion. Thomas Brown, he's from Ireland, brown complexion and much pitted with smallpox. James Davis, he's Irish, sandy, reddish colored hair. We got James Davis. Okay, we got that already. George Hill, he's Irish, brown complexion with black hair. Robert Nash, he's from Virginia, brown hair and complexion, brown complexion. Joseph Bragg, from Pennsylvania, brown hair, pitted with the smallpox, affected in right shoulder. John Macmillan, Virginia, he's brown haired and complexion. John Robinson, he's from Scotland, he's brown complexioned and dark haired. We got Lachlan McLean, he's from Scotland with also brown complexion with dark hair. All right, size roll of Captain Mercer's company. Roll gave name, date, in place of enlistment, age, height, trade, country, and description. All right, it says here Angus MacDonald's, the seaman, Scotland. All right, black, so-called black. All right, how are you gonna interpret that one right there? Oh no, Criminal, they're not talking about black. They're talking about black as in white. Oh really? That's what you're gonna tell me, that they're talking about black as in white? And how can you prove that? Angus MacDonald. I know the Macs. Again, I said it earlier. I know the Macs. All these Mac, and from all of these, most of these are clans, so-called black clans of Ireland and Scotland. He's well said, dark-colored hair. Again, he has a black complexion. He's from Scotland with black complexion. All right. John Matthews, England, brown complexion. All right. John Grinnan, Virginia, he's fair, lusty, well said. Samuel French, Maryland, black complexion. He's a sawyer. All right. He's not a slave. He has black complexion. He's in Maryland in 1756, working as a sawyer and a soldier. Nothing about him being a slave here. John Pope, Virginia, fair, fresh look, fair hair. Benjamin Barrett, Ireland, brown complexion, large scar on the left side of his forehead. Samuel Strickland, Virginia, fair complexion. Edward Evans, he's a drummer from Scotland who has brown complexion. He's one of the drummers, the drum boys, right? Daniel Bevans, he's a sawyer from England with dark complexion. All right. An Englishman with dark complexion. Very well said. Full round face, fresh colored. William Colston. He's from England with brown complexion and dark hair. He has a large nose though. William, large nose. William Bromley, Virginia. Fair skin, fresh colored, well looking. John Hedgeman. He's from Virginia with black complexion. And he's a carpenter, right? All right. We got John Hedgeman again, 1754. Slavery's supposedly not over, right? Nothing about him being a freed man or colored troops or nothing like that. But he is black complexion. He's a carpenter in Virginia in 1754. Duncan Murray. Whoops, what happened? Seaman, he's from Scotland. He's brown complexion, all right, with dark hair. Joseph Morris, Virginia, dark complexion, straight black hair, simple look. John Edwards from Virginia, fair. Ambrose Long, fair, stoops in his shoulders and has a Roman nose. Ignatius Edwards, Maryland, fair. All right, Henry Neville, he's a planter from Virginia with brown complexion, dark skin, and Snuffles. So he has a brown complexion with dark skin. I mean, that's not going to get any more descriptive right there. And he has Snuffles, all right, just in case. You see him, and you see somebody with Snuffles, that's him. Archibald Lockhart, he's from Scotland with a dark complexion, smooth face, short curled hair. Another dark complexion Scottish person with curled hair speaks upon the brog, whatever that means. Matthew Neely, he's a carpenter from Ireland with, I believe, said brown complexion. And then Samuel Strickland from Virginia, fair complexion. Edward Evans, he's a drummer, Scotland, brown complexion. Daniel Bevans from England, dark complexion. England, dark complexion. Very well said. Full round face, fresh colored. William Colston, brown complexion with dark hair, thin on the crown, large nose. William Bromley, Virginia, fair skinned. John Hedgeman from Virginia, black complexion. And what is he? He's a carpenter in Virginia, 754. He's not a slave. He's black complexion and he's a carpenter. Duncan Murray, a seaman from Scotland, brown complexion. Joseph Morris, carpenter from Virginia, is dark complexion, straight hair. John Edwards, planter from Virginia, fair complexion. Ambrose Long from Virginia, fair complexion, he stoops. Ignatius Edward, second. Carpenter from Maryland, fair complexion. Henry Neville, he's a planter from Virginia, brown complexion, dark skin. It's not, oh, okay, you know, I'm sorry guys, I'm reading a double. Sorry about that. You guys didn't tell me. Come on. Oh, okay, you know what it is? We've reached the end of today's presentation, guys. Oh yeah, it's a lot of reading. It's a little late for me, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. Honestly, I hope you guys, because this is just part one. I'm gonna do the rest of the book. You know, it doesn't matter how many parts. We'll read all the descriptions here. All right, so just talk to you guys real quick. So, what do you guys think about this? All right, I mean, are we just gonna keep trying to figure out if are we really talking about Black Europeans? Could these people really be in our family? Could we really have these ancestry? Only way you can find out is by doing your genealogy and emptying your cup. You gotta empty your cup. You think you knew? Yeah, we found out. You know, it was an Africans they were bringing over here. You know, we found out it was an Africans that were coming over here. So yeah, automatically, even me assumed. You know, well then everybody had to have been here. All so-called Black people. But what I'm finding out, the reality is something else, right? And I've been trying to like show different correlations, different sources, show you different material correlations, so you guys can see what I'm trying to tell you. And just finding this book confirming everything. I mean, you know, to me that's the Great Spirit. To me, it's just they can't stop this. You know, they can't stop this. You guys understand what we're doing here, right? We're rewriting history. This ain't mainstream yet. Help me make it mainstream. If you guys can help me make it mainstream, let's make this mainstream. You know, because you know it's well, as soon as it does become mainstream, there's gonna be problems. A lot of people are gonna be upset. A lot of people is gonna be upset, especially because they ain't gonna get their check. You know what I'm talking about? Talking about the reparations and all that. All right. Not all so-called black people were slaves, whether they were Indians or black Europeans. All right. I wanna just real quick. Second. So again, I had to buy this book. I had a lot of expenses today with my with electricity and stuff. A whole lot of money for getting it fixed. They stole all the breakers, guys. Left me with no electricity in the morning. Not just me, but all my mom's apartments, 6 of them, and we had to fix them. The electrical company they don't replace that stuff here. They only replace if they take the actual whole meter, the electrical meter, not just the fuse or the breakers or parts. All right, so this is my Patreon. All right, it's patreon.com/Curimeo. If you ever wanted to donate to me, help me out with the research, help me out being able to buy books that I've been hesitant to buy because you know I didn't know, you know, I didn't a lot of honestly I couldn't, you know, and so I always look for free books online, whatever I can find. If I couldn't find it for free, I just, you know, didn't bother. But there's a whole bunch of books and everything I want to get. A lot of them are very expensive. I've been trying to look for see if I can get them cheaper, but a lot of them are like hundreds of dollars, and you know I would be very interested in getting. If you guys want to help me out with that, so we can uncover this. When you become a patron, it's not just giving me money. I share a lot of things here. For example, I just want to show you some of the examples. I showed a couple of them the other day. What every survivalist should grow in the backyard. PDF, the Book of Indians of North America. The Most Complete and Power History of the United States, survival book. Verrazano's Voyage, where they list them as the Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. A Complete Outdoorman Handbook. Allegory of the Continents, the first volume. There's 7 volumes of this. I just got the first volume here, and I'm going to share all the volumes here. Making Indians White, great article. American Indian Contributions to the World Encyclopedia. This book is great. I know you guys have read this and had people read it to you for a couple of years. Yeah, they forget the source where they got it from, though. A lot of people forget a lot of things where they got this information from, right? And then they're talking about heavyweight Bill, and only I brought this to you first, right? We're not here to put ourselves in pedestals and boost ourselves pridefully, all right? But this is a great book. Ancient History of Annals of Kentucky, a survey with ancient monuments of North America and a tabular view of the principal language and primitive. This is a great book. You want to understand the Olmec a little bit better, who really are the Olmec and what kind of influence they have? It's not just big stone heads, guys. That's not the only Olmec phenotype. Google Olmec right now, or Olmec pottery, right? Olmec people. You start seeing also like Asian looking people, right? And Asian looking dress and clothing. Doesn't mean they're Asian though. If this is America, the true old world, maybe it went the other way around and they look like you. But we're talking about what Drew Ali was talking about, right? Black Asiatics. All right, right here. This is a PDFs from part 18, from Indigenous American to African American. All right, what does that have? That has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books. One of them is the American Bar Association Journal, volume 56, The Illegal Beginnings of American Negro Slavery, Judicial Cases Concerning American Slavery and the Negroes, History of Slavery in Virginia, Indian Slavery in Colonial Times, The Book of the Pearl, George Federico. All right, that's just some examples of what's in that post. The relationship between the indigenous people of the Americas and the horse, deconstructing a European myth. Future video, all right? It's almost like a part 2 of my Ancient American Animals video I did. If you haven't watched that video, great video. We proved that horses, dogs, mammals, carnivores, elephants, camels, almost all that, big cats, all came from America. They all originated in America. Lions, we had all that. And we had horses when the Europeans got here. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them deceive you. Book, The Jews and Muslims in British Colonial America, Genealogical History of Elizabeth Hirschman and Donald J. It's a great book. We ain't even done reading this. So much jewels in this book. Rewriting history with this book too. All right. The Magic and Mystery of Ancient Mexico. I got a little song here that I think is awesome. You can't even play this song. This song right here won't even play in the US. It's not allowed. They don't want you to feel it. The spirit, the ruach. If you're my Patreon, you can hear it. It's beautiful. Great book on Indian slavery. All right. This is the book, The Lost Ways. This is a great book. Great book, The Lost Ways of the Ancestors. How to survive like the ancestors did. Atlantis in America PDF book. All right. And I got a couple more posts. I post all the time. I get personal with my patrons. They write to me, send me personal messages. I respond right away. More personable communication with me. Again, if you want to support what I do, if you want to make this mainstream, if you want to help me build something, a real school, real education, real online courses, real. I'm not talking about for me. I'm not trying to be rich, guys. I don't care about rich. I don't care about being rich. I want us to be free. I want my children to have a future. I want them to live the right way. I want them to know truth. I want them to have a place they can learn from and their kids. I want to make this happen. All right. Again, only do this if you're willing and able, because I'm going to continue to do what I do, whether you do or not. But if you'd like to help me out, make it a little easier for me, I would appreciate it. And I very much so. All right, guys. So just wanted to bring you to my Patreon page. Again, I'm going to keep posting so many books here. I'm going to post videos and highlights. I'm going to do spoilers. Previews of the work that I'm doing. I'm gonna upload videos and talk, show my gardening, all that stuff, self-help stuff. I'm gonna do it here too. I gotta spend more time with it. My patrons here, take more care of them. I appreciate all of you guys who are my patrons already. I appreciate you very, very, very much, very much. And you are helping me build something great. You are helping, because I don't just keep the money. I donate to a lot of different things. I do a lot with the money, and I help a lot of people. I don't, So, all right. Again, yes, I don't usually do this, but I really want to get this started. I really want to make this my job. I really want to be an educator. I really want to get this going, and I need your help. I can't do it from here alone. All right. And YouTube, I don't even want to tell you what YouTube does to me. Monetizing and restricting my videos so they're not advertised, or they're not allowing. I go through hell with them. They don't give me the right views. They unsubscribe people from me. I get all that all the time. They censor my videos. If you guys ever watch some of my older videos, they've censored minutes of it, like 5, 6, 7 minutes at a time with no explanation, nothing like that. They might even censor this video. This is a powerful video today, guys. So, that's it. We need our own platform. We need our own education. We need our own everything. All right. And if you trust me to do that, I'll do my best. I'll do my best. Again, don't feel obligated to do this. Only do this if you're willing and able. Okay? And, that was my little promo of myself and advertisement, since everybody does it. All right. So Virginia's colonial soldiers. This was part 1 of this series. We're going to finish this. You might find, again, some ancestors here. Very good book. I will recommend to get it. I can't even do the affiliate thing with Amazon because I gotta have a US bank account. I can't even have a Cash App because I gotta be in the US. My PayPal is blocked. You guys don't know what I go through, but I still stick to it because this ain't about making money. It never was. I'm just happy that the Most High, the Great Spirit, has allowed me to be able to have a little bit more freedom to do things, to get things, and not worry and pressure so much on me to find a job and not have time to do my videos, and because that's what I had to do recently. So that's why I've been not doing videos right now. And yeah, my day job's taking a lot of the time. I'm just trying to get out of there real quick, and hopefully I can soon. But thank you for being here. Much love and respect to you guys. Um, Everybody that tunes in, supports me, and shows me love. And again, I'm not here to fight. Again, a lot of people talk about me. I just ignore them. They're just gonna keep talking. It doesn't matter. Um, just be careful who's really for you and who's not for you. Who's just an individual, just trying to make money. Who's just just here for himself or themselves. And there's not about it becomes a color crayon color thing, a prejudice racist kind of movement, a supremacist kind of movement. I'm not saying that this is what's the general, because I know there's a lot of good people out there, and most of you that are listening, you ain't like that. I know it. And I'm very happy that there's actually good people out there, that people that think like me. There's people that have good hearts and to keep it real, because real recognize real. All right. So thanks for tuning in today, guys. Let me see what I should leave you with. What song I should leave you with. All right. So much love and respect. This was part one. We'll get part two. I'm gonna try to upload as soon as I can, maybe tomorrow or the next day. I'm working hard. You guys should see all the research I'm doing, all the videos I got coming. We're changing history. All right. Take care. Much love and respect. Pura vida. Pure life. That's what we say here where I'm from. Pure life for everything. We live it. Pure life. Hawa.